Gio needs our help.
Gio.
He said, "Hey, brown bag,
Hi.
my name is Gio, and I'm having so much trouble in my dating game. I need your guys' help because I don't know if I'm the problem.
All right.
So I'm freshly new to the dating scene because I've been single since my last relationship that happened almost 1 year ago. So I feel like I'm ready to start dating again.
How are you freshly new to the dating scene? Because I've been single. My last relationship that happened almost a year ago.
That's yeah.
This guy don't know how to write.
At all.
I'm sorry. He's our friend. There's
There's no sense.
That's the homie, yeah.
So I'm just read this with us.
Freshly single.
So I'm freshly new to the dating scene because I've been single since my last relationship that happened almost 1 year ago. So I feel like I'm ready to start dating again. But it's a run-on sentence.
Yeah, there's no commas.
There's no commas. There's no periods.
That makes sense.
But
it doesn't.
No, it says
It doesn't.
Because if you read it 1 year ago, so I feel like I'm ready to start dating again. But the issue I'm finding is that when on dates with girls, everything they do or say just
Whoa,
does the crap out of me.
stop.
And I feel like I'm never going to find no one.
Whoa.
Exactly,
being so
though.
Okay,
Gio, the dating is the least of your problems, brother.
Yeah, let's start with grammar,
take
bro.
Take night school classes, something, bro.
Yeah. English
funny.
101.
So either he's dating.
He's
Yeah.
dating.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last time he was serious is a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm ready to start dating again. But the issue I'm finding is that when I'm on dates with girls, everything they do or say just bugs the crap out of me. And I feel like I'm never going to find the one because I'm just being so picky. My standards are high because my ex would treat me like a king. She was a full-time nurse that made a lot of money. So she had her own place, nice car, and sometimes would treat me to dinner. So I ended up going on a date with this girl last week, and she was telling me how she expects me to provide everything for her, and I instantly got the ick. I don't mind that at all because I do make my own money, but I also feel like my girl's strong and independent just like my ex. I talked to my homies about it, and they are all saying I'm just the a-hole and need to stop being picky. Brown bag, I don't feel like it's me at all. I just have high expectations with dating, and none of these girls are meeting it all. Should I lower my standards and be more open, or stand on business about being picky? Please help me.
Well, I wonder where he's meeting these girls.
Online. The new era way.
More than likely.
Most likely.
Or
online.
dating apps,
Yeah.
maybe.
What do you guys tell him if he's your homie and he's coming to you like, none of these girls are her?
I mean,
I would think,
I do-
honestly,
I
like,
do have
maybe
that
you're
one
not
on me.
over your ex. Maybe you're comparing them every time.
Yeah, she was brought up twice in
Yep.
this in this message, and it's been over a year.
well, I would like to know what happened because it sounds like he lost the one that he liked. Like, he liked everything about her. Clearly,
she was independent for sure.
he has high expectations.
Let me ask him really quick.
And
As I guess girls
should.
do and guys do. It's not high expectations; it's like personal expectations.
100%.
What are
Yeah.
your personal? And I think with the girl that he dated recently and told that she was telling you her expectations,
Right.
And maybe you don't like. She was like holding a high expectation too, so she just like you.
100%. But I think he should try not to compare when going into dates or having these conversations. Instantly try not to compare and because it sounds like he's almost trying to find something to point and get annoyed about.
Yeah.
If everything annoys him, he's just like waiting, like, oh, there it is. That annoys me.
Self-sabotaging.
Yeah,
That's what it's
That's
called.
what it sounds like.
Yeah.
He's self-sabotaging, and he needs to just go with the flow and figure it out, like little by little.
I have a homie that's like that. It's
How?
just like he's just very picky about the girls. Like any little thing.
He's gonna be.
He
like,
compares. He does the whole. Oh, they're just not her. Like,
he's not over his ex, right?
Yeah, he's over her.
No, he's
But
not.
like,
yeah, I
he's-
guess you just have a type after your ex, or you were shown something,
Yeah.
and you just want that again. Even if whether you want that person or not, you want that again. And maybe he can't get this ex back because they broke up or because
Over a year ago.
something
Yeah.
or he messed up or whatever. So I don't think that she's even a possibility anymore. It's more he saw what life could be like, and he's not gonna settle for anything less, or he's just picky. Like some people are picky.
I don't appreciate everybody in the comments on our Instagram saying, "Is this Greg?" They're roasting me for no reason.
Oh,
They think
man.
it's you. You're the one not over your ex.
I
Is
am.
that what they're saying? Or is it because they think you don't know how to
Maybe
write?
because
Yeah.
every day you're on this radio station, you find something wrong with the girl. That could probably tell you.
That is true.
It's very telling.
I'm not the problem. Anyways,
Well, that's why they think that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Francis. Francis in Montebello.
Francis.
¿Qué huele, Francis?
Good morning, Brown Bag.
Good morning,
morning, Francis.
How are you, Francis?
I'm good, Letty. I want to tell you, you are a famous girl because my son would give anything to take a picture with you guys.
Oh, Francis, cállate, because I will go into Montebello right now and pick him up from school and then be like, lady, we're calling the cops. Who are you?
He's been to a couple of the events and he tried to get pictures, but I know you guys are busy and stuff. But
What?
Wow.
Cállate,
you
Francis.
guys every morning.
Okay,
Every morning. And we won Kendrick Lamar tickets last week, and he was
let's
so
go.
happy. I was like, Mom of the Year. So.
Okay, you won the Kendrick tickets. Are you going to pick them up or are they digital? Do you know? Have they told you? They haven't told you.
I
Huh?
don't know. They just called me, but I don't know how that's going to work. But,
Right.
oh, my gosh, if we could put them up and he can meet you, you would make his day.
Okay, so I'm going to put you on hold after this and then don't hang up, okay? So that Humberto can get your contact so we can figure something out. And then I'll hook him
Oh my
up with
God,
a bunch
that's
of
so
like,
awesome.
cool little merch.
Thank you so much.
And if any other
Gonna
kid
love
knows
it.
who I am, just call up and then we'll figure something out. Okay?
Every caller is
Yeah.
about to say,
Like,
Letty, you're
I
so
love you.
famous. Oh my God. Yeah.
Francis, you're not doing this just because you really care. He really cares about me, right?
Oh, no, girl. He'll show you. He follows all of you guys.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
No, because during Christmas,
Every
Greg knows
kid.
that I'm like a kid, like I'm
Yeah.
a simp for kids, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, we love you so much!" So I could give them presents, and I ask them what they want from Santa.
And she gets it for them.
And
That's
I
the
literally
thing.
have
She'll
gone
do it.
No. He's 16. He'll show you. He'll follow Brown Bag. Mornings he follows Letty and
Oh, why was I thinking of like a little
Me
baby?
too. I was thinking like a
No, no.
6-year-old.
Oh my
But
God.
Letty, see, that's another thing, you guys. Like, you guys aren't just a radio station for me. Like, I bond with my son through you guys because in the mornings, like, he'll turn it on the radio directly to Power 106 instead of like putting on his Spotify or whatever. He
Yeah.
wants to listen to you guys.
Let's
And-
go.
and we
Wow.
talk.
Francis, you already got the Kendrick
Yeah,
tickets,
no,
Francis.
we can't
You're
get more.
already gonna get
Yes.
merch.
I know.
I'm already
So
inviting
I
you to the
just
kids'
felt
party
that.
next year. You're taking Jose's invite, okay?
So that just tells you that I'm genuine because I'm not doing it to win anything.
There
I
you
want to
go.
tell you
Yeah,
guys.
well,
Let's go.
I'm
Francis.
Well,
waiting.
you're invited to my kids' parties now, okay?
I'm waiting for the butt.
But anyways, yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys all the time.
Thank you, Francis. My love to you. Talk to us. What would you tell
Gio.
Gio?
Well, what I would tell him is it's not about lowering your standards because not someone's going to be 100% comfortable to you right away or you to them. It's about finding somebody that you can see that you can build something with. Like, let's say if you like baseball, but they don't, but you start going to games together, then they start liking it, you know?
Right.
But to your point, Letty, I think he's just not like over her, one, and two, like he needs to get over that fact that I don't like this about her,
Right.
and that's when it's over. It's not gonna work. He's gonna be by himself forever. You know, it's not about standards. It's about finding someone that you feel like you can build something with, and vice versa. Because you're not gonna be 100% perfect for someone else either.
Francis,
No?
for your son's dad, did you know right away, like, oh my God, I love everything about this person?
I didn't, and we were very different people, But again, like we built a relationship together, He's
What
from a
didn't you
small,
like about him? Were you like, oh, he's so ugly?
Well,
What was it, Francis?
he's from like a little town in Texas, so he's like super like countryed out, and I'm a city girl, So right away, like that was different, like just the stuff he wanted to do and the stuff I wanted to do. But again, like I got way into football because of him, and
What made you stay
Stuff like
around? Like, what
Yeah.
made you like keep dating him, even though you guys were way different from each other?
that
Just a small town girl. Sorry, because you said he was in the
Lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Anyone
get
tell me
the-
that Don't Stop Believing comes at the end of
That's
the
it.
song?
Because you just
Francis, you
just
should it to us?
don't stop believing. That's
Because
why.
that's back in the day when songs were 4 minutes long.
Yeah.
Oh,
fun.
that was long.
That was really
Okay.
fun,
Great. That was
actually.
a great
Shout
That
out to
made my whole
everybody.
day. That made my whole
All
day. Made me not want to stop believing.
Francis, did you see what you did, Francis, over there?
yes.
Yeah. It's your fault. Because you're like, he's a country boy, I'm a city girl.
Hold on,
And I was like,
One more time.
Run it back, Letty.
all right. But thank you for your advice, Francis. Don't hang up, okay? I'm going to get your info. I would like to
Okay,
meet
thank
you.
Bye.
But no, don't hang up.
Don't hang up.
Ernesto.
Ernest.
I'm awake now.
Buenos dias.
What's up,
What
bro?
up, Ernest?
Ernest, what would you tell Gio? Let me reset because we were all just at a Dodger game right now. It was super turn.
No, you're good. I was having a great time.
Let's go. Okay, good. All right, Ernest. So our guy Gio, he hit us up and he's like, dang, I have this thing where I'm just so picky when I'm dating, and it seems like every girl has something wrong with her. I'll always come back and be like, well, she doesn't make enough, or she doesn't like this, or I'm not compatible, or she gave me the ick because of this. Now, he's been single for a year. He did have an ex and their situation was really good. She made money and he feels like maybe that's what I'm looking for. But ultimately, he knows I'm really my standards are really high.
Yep.
Should I lower them to stop being so picky, or should I keep them high?
He honestly, he needs to sack up and he needs to just go with the flow because nobody is ever going to be the same as the next.
Right.
You know, they can have the same belief system, like, oh, I work for my money, blah, 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 but they're never going to be the same as the ex. And here's the thing. When it comes to dating with, especially with men and women, men don't choose if they get to be with their person, with their woman forever, but women choose them. So
why do you say that?
He has to just deal with it. Honestly, because like I just feel like when it comes to people, like if a guy wants to propose, who has to say yes or no?
The girl.
Exactly.
Right.
And and it's the same with dating. He could fall in love with the next, and he could be like, oh no, she's perfect, she's this, she's that, she's amazing, and the next day she can be like, no, I'm not feeling it. So
Right.
It's hard out here. Dating it's a tough game, you know, but it's a game of win and losses, and you know, fortunately, in some people's situations, we win, you know.
Yeah. Do you go with the flow, Ernesto, or are you just like I'm wondering if when you're dating, you have certain criteria that someone has to meet, or you're like, hey, we're on a date together, you might be the one.
I was like that. I did have a lot of, I did have high standards before, and I was like super picky. Like I want a girl who does this, and that. But then I realized that wasn't healthy for me. I wasn't finding anybody, and, eventually I stopped looking and I was like, I'll let something come to me. And then I ended up meeting my wife and we got married last year in September and everything's going great.
Wow. Congrats.
And she's not your lower standard wife, right?
I know, I was
She's your
wondering.
top shelf.
Yeah.
Like she's worth
the love
it.
of my life.
Let's
She's
go.
everything I was looking for.
Oh, you're that's so cute.
She's listening.
She is listening.
She is
for
listening,
sure.
yeah.
You,
Yeah, it's like-
Ernesto, I love that. As soon as I lowered my standards, I found my wife.
Oh my God, look at her.
Romantic.
No, not
It's
that.
as soon as
not
you
that.
start,
not
as soon
that.
as you stop kind of like
Comparing.
thinking so much into it, like it has to be this, that. It's like, let me go with the flow and I'll find the one, and you did. There
Exactly.
you
I was
Hey,
thinking
Ernesto.
when it happens, it happens.
Ernesto,
part.
question. Like when dating your current wife, right? Was there anything that you
His
kind
forever wife,
Oh,
not
forever
just
Forever
wife.
wife, yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
when you're dating your wife, right? Was there anything that you were like, oh, that bothers me, and you kind of had to push through and to stick it, like stay together?
Not really, honestly. Like we dated for about 2 years before I proposed to her, and nothing really like popped up that got on my nerves or anything, I'm not saying everything's perfect, because stuff happens in between, but nothing ever swayed me away from her.
Oh, so
Right.
you were never like, you're not even my type, dog.
Nah.
I settled for you.
No,
You
never.
were, you were never like, oh, she dips fries
Yeah.
in mayonnaise. I
That's
can't do
disgusting.
that.
Pineapple on pizza? It's
If
gross.
that's the reason why you don't date a
pineapple. I don't
girl,
know why
you
you
guys
do
are
Crazy.
I feel so bad for you. Thank you so much, Ernesto. Have a good morning, Pops. That's a trip, bro. If that's gonna get you,
Pineapple on pizza?
bro. If I was
Yeah,
so picky, I would have never dated a Drake fan or a Packers fan, and I wouldn't be married right now. Jorge loves Drake and loves the Packers. If I was that picky, then
Yeah.
I would be like, I wouldn't be married right now.
Jorge's a Packers fan?
Yeah.
Yes, he's a
Wow.
Packers
Why
fan.
do you think he's so like smart? And
Oh, Sean.
Such a great partner.
Annoying. Oh, who are you? Hey, TJ. What's up, TJ?
What up,
TJ?
TJ?
TJ, hello.
Hello.
TJ.
Hi.
What up,
Hi. TJ, I feel like I haven't talked to you all year,
Sorry,
bro.
I had to
know.
take y'all off Bluetooth.
Oh, it's okay.
Happy Monday, brown bag.
Happy
Haven't been in forever.
I know. It's Humberto's
I miss you
Haiti.
guys. When y'all doing another live?
We need to
Pop
do
up.
an event soon. We need to
Yes.
do an event soon. I'm really thinking
And
about
please
it.
don't make it during the week.
Okay. It has to be a weekend so you can attend.
I mean, you know what? Do it whenever you do.
No,
do it
TJ,
whenever
tell
it's
me.
No,
Tell
tell
us.
us,
I'm
tell
going to
us.
go to the bosses and I'm be like, hey, TJ said not during the week.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
got to do something. Figure it out. Friday through Sunday. Is
trying to
Friday
turn up.
good?
Friday's perfect. I don't
Okay.
mind
Okay.
taking
Boom.
off.
Friday's
I don't mind taking off at all, to be honest
No,
with
no,
you.
no,
I'll
no, no. You
just-
already said
get
it.
your
You want
ball.
to
Make it right for you.
microaggression. Hold your standards, bro.
Yeah, for sure. When it comes to y'all, it's different. I'll lower them for y'all.
Hold on here.
We ain't low.
Hold on.
KPWR HD1 Los Angeles, Power 106, LA's #1 for hip hop, and your lower standard morning show. I love it.
Thank
You
you,
know, I used to
TJ.
have high expectations for the radio.
Yeah.
Once I lowered the standards, boom,
Boom.
brown
Here,
bag.
here.
Right here. We're right here.
Our bosses
Let me
say
give
the
you-
same
Let me
thing.
give you my advice real quick. Let me
Okay,
give you
okay.
my advice with this guy before I
Okay.
get cut off. I know I run on. So basically, I don't think it's the females that he's running into. I think it's him.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we have to remind our friends that not everybody will be the same person that they dated prior,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we have to sit down and really analyze what the person has that willed us in to want to talk to them from the beginning.
Right. I guess just keep reminding yourself, because clearly you went on a date for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So during the date, thank you, TJ. I appreciate you, puppy. During the date, like when something's starting to give you the ick, you remind yourself why you even asked her out in the first place, Greg.
Yeah.
Well, you liked her.
Like, excuse
Like
me.
something.
Hold on.
I'm just saying, in general.
Steven.
Like the photos.
Hold on.
Oh, Steven, I don't want him. Adali.
Adali.
Oh, yeah, hello?
Hi.
What's the
Hola.
deal?
Adali, can you say your name? Or am I saying it right?
No, yeah, you're right.
Oh, it's a
Ad-
really
oh,
nice
Oh,
name.
that's unique.
Adali?
Adali.
Yeah, Adali, yeah.
Adali.
Greg says
Adali.
that's a girl's name.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's mostly for girls. I hear Adalia or like Adali with a
Adalia?
Y.
Oh,
I
you're
thought
cute.
it
Why'd
was
your
a-
mom do that?
I don't know. I asked my dad. He said it was named after my grandpa, and then I said, "What's the reason?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't know." He didn't
Not even him.
Wait, is your grandpa's name Adali?
Yeah, and
nice.
then but as I'm saying, like I asked him, "Oh, where'd it come from?" I don't know. I don't know, man.
I thought there was
Hey,
going to be a baddie.
it's a nice name. I know he
I
was
thought it was
like,
like,
"Hey,
whoa.
go to
Yeah,
Adali.
hey,
She sounds
good.
hot."
Hey, Greg was about to spit
Yeah, I was
game
like,
at
hold
you.
on,
man.
Adali, like, where's she from?
It's an incredible name. I like that name, and I think you're making it your own, Adali. Okay?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to you guys. I just started listening to you guys like about a year ago. I've been listening to your old podcast, and like half of the stuff I say, it's really funny. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Thank
good.
you,
Adali.
Adali.
Appreciate
I'll
you.
make sure Greg don't holler at you.
Yeah,
I thought it was a girl.
You are a baddie, but just not.
Not Greg's type.
Adali, what would you tell Gio, bro?
I pretty much what I want to say is, man, listen to your friends. You are being, I'm
Hey,
an a-hole.
No
Sorry.
cursing.
Adali.
My bad. I'm sorry. You're being an a-hole, man. Listen to your friends. Lower your expectations, bro. You're not gonna find somebody. You're not gonna find someone like your ex, man. Like I was telling whoever y'all hold, you guys broke up for a reason, man. Like what the previous caller said before, what you should be looking for is so you guys could build a life together, man. Like right now, you're lucky that you're just dating. You don't have kids. You don't have to deal with damn, I should have looked at this before, you know.
Right.
Right.
Once
Adali,
you have kids,
are you
Yes.
dating or are you in a
Married?
relationship?
I have a partner. I have a kid. Yeah, I have a partner with my kid.
So are you dating or?
I didn't answer the question.
Leave.
What?
Yeah, I have a partner.
Yeah,
With my kid? You co-parent?
I'm in a long-term relationship.
Oh, okay,
nice.
okay.
Okay,
Say
you
that.
are in a
Say the
relationship.
pride.
Before,
Yeah.
Adali, when you were just dating, were you very picky or were you like, oh no, I'm gonna like go with the flow?
I was more go with the flow, man. Like once you get picky, you get too into your head, man. Like sorry, like right now I'm too into my head. I'm nervous. Like
Yes, you're getting into your head right
I
now.
have job. I like
Yeah.
tacos.
I have kid.
Yeah, I have the one.
Me, father.
It's okay, Adali. Chill out. Take a breath.
Deep breath.
All right.
Usa.
It's okay. Have a good morning, bro.
Oh, man, thank you, Adali.
Hey, Adali. And remember.
When,
Another 4 minutes.
when these people are saying lower the standards, what does that even
What do
mean?
you mean these people?
Yeah,
I don't
the
think-
listeners.
Lower the standards. Whatever your standard is, put it down.
Yeah.
Stop.
All right.
But I
Stop
almost
comparing.
feel like they don't necessarily mean lower the standards. It's more of like stop
Give it a
being
chance.
so like
Yeah.
I guess attentive to all the little minor details that
Like nitpicky?
Yeah, nitpicky.
Well,
Yeah,
Nancy,
don't be
Nancy
like that.
says, don't lower your standards, right, Nancy?
Oh, the
Wow.
opposite.
Hi.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Hola, Nancy.
What's up, Nancy?
Morning.
Yes, don't know what's his name.
Greg.
Gio.
Gio.
No,
Gio.
What's his name? Leo.
Gio.
Oh, Gio. Yeah, Gio. Do not lower your standards. I understand, like, you know where you're coming from. You got to protect you and yourself and what you want for yourself, right? The moment you lower your standards, you're kind of settling for something that you don't want, and that's something you don't want because it's gonna be basically destined for failure.
Yeah.
You know, because then you're like, damn, I should have listened to myself. I should have listened to my instinct. Like this wasn't the one. You know, and then you don't want to figure that out when you're like in a 5-year relationship, and then you're realizing like, I knew all along, but I still wanted to give it a try, and then here I am now. I'm stuck having to,
Right.
you know, leave a long-term relationship, and then basically being screwed, and then you're like, you know what? I should just go back to my standard, and you just wasted all that time, you know?
You know what
But
I'm
at
wondering,
the same
Nancy?
time,
Go ahead.
yeah.
I'm wondering if, like, it's not necessarily, but it's like, prioritize your standards, because
Yes.
there's a difference between like, hey, my girl gotta believe in God and have a career versus if she eats ketchup a different way than I like it, then I
Mayonnaise on
can't.
fries.
If she's not a redhead, then I can't. You know,
Yeah,
like
those are like
it's a little. It's
Yeah.
like también it could be extra, because then you're gonna just be full of standards and have nobody that can feel it.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, okay, you know, I feel like he's looking for someone that's at his level, you know? All the look stuff, you can fix that. You know, I used to have a boyfriend who was like, when I met him, I was like, oh my God, he's feito, you know? Like, but I can fix it later on. I can
Like
fix
what, you
it
paid for
Wait,
surgery?
yeah,
I can, like, work my way in.
How do you
How'd you
fix
fix them?
How
You
do you
got
fix-
any nose job?
How do you fix ugly?
Well, he wasn't, like, ugly. He just had ugly taste, you know? Like, he had ugly haircut.
He didn't know how to
ugly-
dress.
Oh,
He didn't know how
gotcha.
to dress.
He dated you,
So
though.
I'm like, you know what? I'll fix that later on, you know, because I see potential in him, and he's like, you know.
You see potential in him?
Potential in him is
What is he, a
crazy.
Ken doll?
Yeah.
It's a house. Flip this house.
Yeah.
Flip this
Nancy.
homie.
It's an investment.
So I get it though, Nancy. But see, if your standards were he has to look a certain way, then he wouldn't have gotten them.
Yeah, he needs to protect himself. Like, don't worry about you thinking like, you know what, but she doesn't have a full-time job, or she doesn't do this, so I should just sacrifice myself and wait until she gets there. No, because then you're going to set yourself back. You're already there.
True.
Might as well get someone who's already there with you.
Right.
You know, because then you're going to be in a relationship where you're screwed.
I think when it comes to jobs, like that's so like it can change in the blink of an eye.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like you can have a full-time job and then next month be fired and then be on
could
unemployment for a year. You know. But so
Exactly. So find someone who's already like set, who already knows.
Oh, yeah.
Nancy, I'm just saying, like, if you're saying I need someone with a full-time job, let that person gets fired. Like, I got you because I got a full-time job, but then I got fired. Now I'm
Yeah,
living
like a
off
month
of
later.
you. And then you're
No,
like,
no. What I'm saying is find someone who you know, because, again, this is me just speaking on my behalf, like on what I believe in.
Yeah.
But he could have a different standard. I don't know what his definition of his standard is.
Yeah.
But I believe what he's trying to say is, like, I'm picky, and I want someone who's, like, already has their stuff together, their job together, everything,
But
because I don't want to
nothing is-
come and be...
nothing
Yeah,
is for
so
certain.
with that-
We live in America.
That's true.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we're
no, no.
about to
So
go
what
on a
I'm saying is,
recession.
get someone who has a plan A, B, and C. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
it,
Not
got
get
it.
someone who has like a day job 9 to 5, and then once they're there, like, you know, like you said, what if they lose their job?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your plan B?
What's your plan?
Now,
Got it.
you know,
Someone
I
with
gotta
drive.
come over here and cover your side.
Ambition.
Yeah. I got to come over here and pick up your weight because I do love you and I do care for you and I did invest. But at the
Yeah.
I
same
did
time, it's
invest.
like,
Did
nah,
invest.
I
Did
need
invest.
What is
someone
this,
who
stock
can-
market?
Yeah, I get you, Nancy. Nancy
did.
knows
She
what
saw
she
the
wants,
potential.
and she says, just keep that standard high, buddy.
Hey, are you still with that guy that you changed?
El feito.
No, I left him. I actually married him, and now I'm divorcing him.
Nancy!
What
now?
happened?
So we dated for like 5 years, and then it was like boyfriend girlfriend stuff, and then
You know, we went through a lot, to be honest. But then, you know, we got married. He begged for a child. He's like, I really want a baby. I really want a baby. And mind you, I already have a son. He's actually next to me because he's asleep. I'm taking him to school.
Did you invest in the child or not?
What was that?
Did you invest in the child with him?
Invest in the child? Oh, no. So
they're
I
doing
did
jokes.
get pregnant because he wanted. Oh.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
I did get pregnant because he was like, oh, I want to have a baby. I want to have a baby. So I got pregnant and I had another boy who's now 4 months old, you know?
Cutie.
But once I had the baby, right, like, I realized first when I got pregnant, I started realizing like the difference, like the switch up, you know, from him. It's like you're gonna ask me for a baby, but then I see the switch up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just relax, just hang on tight or whatever, and see. Hopefully this changes. Then the baby was born, and I realized I'm like literally like the only one doing everything for the baby, you know? And then he can just get up and be like, oh, I'm going to work, I'll be back later, you know? And then when he'll get home like, like around 3, 4, work out, do his thing. And then he just watched the baby for like an hour or two, and like in the evening. And even those hour or 2 hours was too much for him. Like he would tell me, you don't hear the baby crying? Like, go get the baby. Like, why are you just like sitting there? Like, and I'm like, bro, I'm with the baby literally like 24 hours a day. And this is your son too. So that's when I realized, you know what? I don't know if he's like a good dad or not, you know? So then I'm like, I might as well end it now than 10 years from now. And then, it gets crazy, it gets abusive, it gets physical. I'm like, you know what? No, I got to set my standard again and get out of there, because I feel like I was, kind of cheated in a way, because he presented himself a certain way,
right?
And then next thing you know, he just switched up. So I'm like, you know what? Now I'm like with my baby, who I am like grateful for, but now I really gotta like get out of this and continue to keep my standard, and I will eventually,
Don't even focus on that right now.
Yeah,
Just focus on being a mom, and again, you have a lot of hormones right now. It takes a while for it to leave your body. Life is gonna change, thoughts are gonna change, your body's gonna change, all of that. Just give yourself grace.
No, definitely. I even went back to school and everything. I'm like, you know what?
Focus on you.
I don't gotta focus on this.
And no more uglies that can't dress.
Yeah,
okay?
no more potentials.
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you, Mamacita.
Yeah.
Can you guys stop asking further questions, because then we get into that. And we were not ready for that. Were we ready for that? No, we weren't.
Sounds like a single mom in distress.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Araceli and East
Araceli!
LA. What's up, Araceli? Good morning.
Ooh.
Hi, good morning, brother.
Oh, hi. Coming in hot.
Araceli,
Love the
I love
energy.
you. I love you on this Monday. Araceli, talk to us. What would you tell Gio?
Did you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
hear
yeah.
you.
Perfectly fine.
This is how my dad calls me. Yeah. Araceli, we can hear you.
Soy gritona, no sé, I can't check the volume on my Bluetooth.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
That's
You
me
sound
tanto,
great.
but
What
we're-
would you
we're
tell
good.
Gio?
So I told Gio he has to define his standards. He has to know who he is. But I'm also curious why he's not in that other relationship, the one that supposedly that woman was missing today.
Yeah.
So maybe she dumped him. We don't
Yeah.
even know about that.
Right.
But I think what's important is that I'm in my early 50s. I've been in a long-term relationship. I'm also a divorce lawyer, so I hear it all the time. And I guide people on this. I have to talk to people that create a list, like what is it that you're looking for in terms of values? How are you going to be raising your kids? How are you going to be sharing finances? Do you expect your significant other to stay at home and raise kids, or do you expect both of you to work? Who's going to take care of the kids? When push comes to shove, are you going to have each other's back?
Right.
And I think that was important. That's important for my relationship. That's important for my parents' relationship. I saw the good. I saw the bad. 52 years before my dad passed away, and it wasn't a bed of roses. It was challenges. But what do you do to bring the table? I know I'm getting a little deep, but it's because of my age and what I saw.
Right.
It's okay.
But I think that for the but I was there, right? I was in my 20s, and I did date, and you do try to kind of test the waters and meet different people, have fun end of the day. But I think as you're getting ready to settle down and you think about priorities, you think about how that person's going to get along with your extended family, right? And when you bring up your own family, are they going to respect your parents? Are they going to respect your siblings? Are they going to fit in at the carne asada, whatever it is? So it's a lot of things, but maybe it's my age that I'm thinking long term, right?
That's
Yeah.
smart.
But and then also I learned is don't sweat the small stuff, right? So my husband and I don't do things the same. We don't wash dishes the same. We don't have the same opinions about things, and that's what makes it interesting, right? We should have a good discourse, a good exchange, and how do you resolve conflict? I know I'm giving you a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you
That's
are.
like a very,
I am overwhelmed.
Can you send this list?
I feel like I'm being yelled
Yeah.
at.
But even with and I know you're a divorce attorney. I'm sure you do incredible work. But I wish people had those convos like when they're getting married. Like if there's like a marriage attorney, which it probably is for prenups purposes,
Right.
but there should be just for purposes of getting married. You know, like
general.
all those questions that you ask a couple before they get into the full on deep end,
Are you
so
sure?
that low key they don't see you on the other side of it as a divorce attorney. You know.
Well, I officiated 2 weddings in the family, and that's what I said. You know, I gave them advice, and even with clients, I always give them advice, and a lot of people end up reconciling. A lot of people end up questioning things because people come to me and they want to blame the other side.
I like it. We want a divorce. Well, let's sit down. Like, let me talk to you.
I know. Sorry, I'm getting... All right. Well, thank you for all you do.
Oh, no, thank you.
Araceli, thank you.
Araceli, I'm going to send people your way. If someone's thinking of divorce, just go with Araceli. She'll make you want to get back with your partner.
Hey, you got a referral fee? I'm kidding.
Norwalk. My office is in Norwalk, but I'm from East LA.
Okay. Let's go. That was great.
Yeah.
Shout out
I mean, that was great advice.
That's pretty smart.
It was.
Hey, Gio Greg, chill
Stop
out,
me.
bro.
Yeah.
Stop me.
Please.
Chill out, bro.
Go to adult
Stop
school.
being picky.
It depends on how lonely you want to be. And if you're dating, date to see what's going on. Don't date with... If you're not going to lower your standards, lower your expectations. I'm not like... I have these standards, but I'll talk to you. Maybe you're good for a date.
Yeah.
Maybe you're good for when I go hiking. Maybe you're good for like if you guys want to spend... If you want to spend time with me.
Right.
Because right now you're just kind of like cutting off even potentials because they eat
one
fries
little
a certain
thing.
way.
Yeah, don't
With
let your
mayonnaise.
girlfriend stop you from finding your future wife.
That doesn't make any sense.
No.
You just
Especially
say,
with
you
this
say
story.
that every day and it
Yeah,
doesn't make sense
it
with
makes
this
a lot
story.
of sense. Makes
I
a lot
think
of
also in today's
He
time.
has no girlfriend.
That's what
He's
I'm saying.
lonely.
He can have multiple girlfriends. You just said that.
How
Find
can he
someone,
have
find someone that goes on a hike with.
girlfriends?
Find someone to do this. Find somebody to do that. That's multiple
No.
girls.
But I'm not saying
That's
that
not
makes
the
any
same.
of them a girlfriend.
I also think today's time
be
is different
open-minded.
because people don't really meet in person. So you're basing it off like a photo online.
Yeah,
Bruh,
yeah,
Zoom call
that's
them.
true.
Yeah.
Zoom
So
date.
it's like-
Zoom date.
Instead of FaceTime-
Everything looks good on
girl.
Instagram.
Instead of FaceTime, just Zoom them.
Zoom 'em.
Yes.
Zoom
That's a
'em.
real test.
You're treating
That
this
is.
like it's an interview anyway.
Yeah.
That's
Jeez.
funny.
The Homie Helpline,